Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to the Japan Study Center. Today we are going to see the chapter and what is our topic today? Today we have discussion most important chapter here, Nomadic Empire, class 11, CBSE NCERT history here. The question arrive here, there is a most important. What do you know about there is a Mongol? What do you know about their Mongol and discuss their occupation in the Varif? You know that is important here. What do you know about the Mongol and discuss their occupation in their Varif? First of all here, there is a Mongol. The nomadic people inhabiting there is a religion of present days of Mongolia in a Central Asia and were known as the Mongol. This is important. The nomadic people inhabiting in the regions of present day of Mongolia is a Central Asia were known as the Mongol. This is important. And there is a predominantly pastoralist as a hunter-gatherer. And they dwelled in the tents and were divided into several as a patriarchs. Scientists know that is important, and they were constantly at war with the other tribes like Tatars and Nominamans and the Titans. The main occupation of the nomadical tribes during the 12th century was pastoralism. You know that is important. They reared animals such as the horse and the sheep. In addition to with these animals, they also reared as goat and camel. This is Mongolia, and they reared them to the getting milk, meat, and wool. The geographical conditions prevailing there were not in favor of adopting agriculture. And Nomadic Empire 109 constantly there is a economics was not regarded to be a feed their religions and having higher population concentration here. Then the next question is arrive here is the most important. Write a note on the Mongol society. You know that Mongol society is the most important for the exam view, and there is a question is important. Write a note on the Mongol society. You know that the Mongol society was is a patriarchal in a nature. The Mongol society was a patriarchal in a nature, and the eldest male member was the head of family. The eldest male member was the head of the family who is used to be take care of the needs of their family member. This is important. The male member was the head of the family and who used to be take care of the need of their family members. And the rich of family were large in the size. Rich families were large in the size. The birth of son was highly is a solicited in the society. You know that this time is the birth of son. There are highly solicited here. And polygamy was the practice in the society. Polygamy was in the practice in the society. That's the most important here. And regarding a marriage, strict rules were a follow. There is regarding the marriage, strict rules were a follow, and there was a ban on the marriage within a family circle or within a tribe. You know that is important features in a society here. There was a ban on the marriage within the family circle or within a tribe. There is a constant where among different section of society. There were a constant war among the different section of society, and some tribes with on the aim to be keep harmonious relation arrange to marriages between their respective tribe here. Some tribes within a aim to keep a harmonious is a relation arrange or marriage between their respective tribes here. And the see there is a human condition where a human were not studied their hearth and the home alongs. Rather than as the per need of the hours that used to be equal, assist their meal. On counterpart in the battlefield, you know that is important. The women were not scattered to be herded and the home alongs rather than there's per need of the hour, and they used to equally assist their male or counterpart in their battlefield. In case of death of their husbands, they took or looked after the children and their property of their respective families. No, that's important. Next question is most important arrive here. How did the Mongol carry out their trade? It's important. How did the Mongol carry out their trade? See, there is the trade of the Mongol. The scarcity of resources forced for the nomadic tribe, the Mongols. There is a nomadic tribes here, the Mongol. To depend on the other, the warrings is a country for their essential good for the trades. They depend on their others. The warrings countries for the essential goods for the trade. Their trades was based on the barter system, which was beneficial for both parties engaged in a trade. You know that their trade was based on the barter system, which was beneficial for both parties is engaged in a trade. They imported agriculture product and made a implement from China, and in the lines of this they used to export horses, fur and animals used for hunting. That is important. This trade is a export of horses, fur and animal used for the hunting. The nomadic people used to suffer less and compare the less as compared to their opponent. There's opponents important. Nomadic people used to be suffer less as compared to their opponents. The possible reason behind that was the nomadic people quickly disappeared from their place of their strife after carrying out the loot and plunder. You know that's important. The possible reason behind that was the nomadic people quickly disappeared from the place of their strife after they carry out the loot and plunder. It means the several losses for the trading partner, the China. There is important. The losses for the trade is partner China. In order to be a safety guard, the people from Mongol stayed there as the rule of China and constructed their Great Wall of China. That's important. The Great Wall of the China here are constructed there is mean. Next question arrive here. How did a Temujin become a Genghis Khan? You know that is the most important question here. How did the Temujin become a Genghis Khan? There's no doubt Temujin was a bomb commander. Tezumoon here, a bomb commander. His initial success made him more influential here, and Genghis was unable to see the growing friendly relation within there is a Temujin and Tughril Khan. There is a between here good relationship here. There is a Temujin and Tughril Khan. Thus started befriending all the tribes hostile to the Temujin. There is important, and Temujin was unable to tolerate it and give a crushing defeat to be a Jammu Khan with the help of the Tughril Khan. And then encouraged by the defeat over to the powerful Jammu Khan, he is concentrated to about to the traitors is the Naimans and the Kharids. And later on the Tughril Khans also become hostile to the Temujin and was defeated, and thus become their most influential persons in the politics of steppes of region. And keeping his achievement in mind, Kurilites awarded him with their title of the Genghis Khan, which means to the universal servant. You know that keeping his achievement to mind, Kurilites is awarded his with their title of the Genghis Khan, which mean to the universal. So again, here that's important. Next questions arrive is the most important here. Discuss the early careers of achievement of Genghis Khan. Early careers of achievement and the Genghis Khan here. This is the most important question here. Early career and achievement of the Genghis Khan. This is an important question here. You know that Genghis Khan was a great Mongol. The Genghis Khan is here a great Mongol who led there is a foundation of the Nomadic Empire. He is a founder of Nomadic Empire. The Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan is a great Mongol here. His contribution was the immense is a unify of Mongol. That's important. The contribution was the immense is a unify the Mongol. And it was due to the efforts that was the Mongol Empire was the established. This is important. And here he was born in the year 1162. He was born in the year 1162 and he was born near the river Onon. There is the river of Onon. This is important. And his father, his name was the Yasuji, who was the chief of the tribe Kyat. He was the chief of tribes Kyat. The name of the Yasuji. The Yasuji is the father of Genghis Khan here. And his mother here, Aluen K and Gore Kat. That's important. The mother has here Olaluen. Olaluen K. There is important. Belong to the here Agro Gods tribe. This is important. Only great is tribe here. The mother his name here Oluen K. And the belong to there is a tribe society here Ogo Gat. Ogat. His origin name is a Temujin. There is a origin name here Temujin. And he is great of the brave man. This is important. The father name is here Yosugei. Yosugoi, who is the chief of the tribe Kuad. And mother is also important here. There are Olu and K. There is a belong to the here a tribe society is a Ologariat. And the origin of Temujin. There is Temujin. He grew up to brave man. And he organized a powerful army which helped him to be lay down the foundation of the vast empire. He is organized a powerful army here. His main achievement was the conquest of northern China, conquest of Kora, Quets, etc. Note that important. During the period from 1290 to the 1222 CE, the Mongol force occupied the Bukhara, Samarkand, and Valk, Mar, and Nishapur and the Harad. That's important. During the period of 1219 to 1222 CE, the Mongol force occupied Bukhara, Samarkand, and Balk, Mar, and Nishapur and the Harad here. And Genghis not only built was empire, but also contribute a lot in the improving their civil administration of the empire. Next question is important. Discuss the method of the warfare of Mongol army. You know that is important questions here. The methods of the warfare of Mongol army. The pair there is any expedition, the Mongol Khan convene there is a meeting of the Quiril Tai on the deliberate discussion pertaining to the arms and the planning for a war were taken her. All the military leaders, commander took a part in it and used to receive a special direction here. The Mongol spies the spirit to the rum over in the enemies is a country with the aims to be demoralized. It is a soldier. That's important. The enemies was given to the option to the surrender or their face annihilation. That's important. The enemy was given to the option to surrender or their face annihilations. After this initial is a preparation when to the actual war was to begin the Mongol soldier. and used to the encircle the area that was to be attacked from all the sides. That's important here. That is used to the encircle to the area that was to attack from all the sides here. The Mongol soldier faced by the enemy's army face to face. The tactics adopted by them was to be show that they are distracting the war field. That's important. The enemy soldier is a thought that the Mongol army had distracted there is a field, but no sooner has been to reach at the particular place. The Mongol soldier used to attack soldier and give them to the crossing defeat here. This is important. Next questions arrive here. This is important. What do you know about the Ulus system? You know that important. What do you know about the Ulus system? That's important. Ulus system was established by the Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, there is a established of Ulus system. And according to this system, Khan used to transfer the administration of newly conquered land to his fourth son. The fourth son here, Genghis here, namely by Jochid, Egodai, Te, That's important here. There is a system here, transfer for administration for the newly acquired for the fourth son. Fourth son is here Jochi, Chagatai, and Ogodai and Toulouse. There is the most important here. There is important for the Ulus system. The Ulus system here established Genghis Khan, and his eldest son Jochid was given to resign of Russian steppes, and Chagatai was given to the charge of Taxonius steppe or the resign of the north of Pamir Hills. You know that is important. His eldest son Jochid was given to resign of the Russian steppes, and the next year charges for taken here Chagatai. That's important. It was the indication from the Khan that his third son is Ogo dies would be a succeed him as the Khan. That's important. The third son here, Ogo dies, there is succeed in his Khan here. And there's a fourth son, Teyu. Their four sons was given to resign of Mongolia, and the US was not a fixed. US was not a fixed. The size of US used to do change. That's important. Under this system, the position of the son of Khans was that of deputy ruler, and they were made their independent in charge of military troops, known as a Tama. That's important. And their person holding US can appoint the person under their resign and can also levy new taxes. This is an important system here for the Genghis Khan here. Next question arrive here. Write a short note on Yum. You know that this is an important question here. Write a short note on Yum. The Yum was a military post. Yum was a military post established by the Genghis Khan. There is a Yum was a military post and established by the Genghis Khan. During the Mongol Empire, such a post were created at a distance of 25 miles. That's important here. The create at the distance of 25 miles. And at this post, cavaliers and the messenger were appointed, and horses were placed at their disposal. That's important here. The messenger and there is a cavaliers, there is a appointed, and the horses were placed at their disposal. And these cavaliers used to be carry officially record from one place to another. Cavalier used to be carry official record from one place to another. Each cavalier was required to tie well with the neck of his horse. Cavalier was required to be tied well with the neck of his horses. Whenever a message used to be reached near a post, the messenger present in the post on listening their rings of the bells so tied with the neck of the horse used to be get ready along with the horse to be leave for the next destinations. You know that is important. The rich or near a post, the messenger present at the post. The messenger present of the post and listen the ring of the bell. So they start with the neck of the horse and used to get ready along with the horse to be leave for the next registrations here. The Erdeyam propers arrangement were also made for the travelers with the aim to make their stay secure and comfortable. Their travels were issued officially post known as a passer. This is important here. The yam is a proper arrangement were also made from the travelers with the aim to be make their stay secure and the comfortable. Their travelers were issued officially post now are the passer. And these passes were to three types here: gold, silver, and iron. That's important. These passes were of three types: gold, silver, and iron. And travelers had to tie these passes is pieces on their forehead. The travelers were provided facilities as every yam according to this is a passes here. The facility of every yam according to this passes here. The institution provided very successfully for the Mongol administration here. The institutions proved very successfully for the Mongol administration. And the most important question arrive here. There is the next here. Describe the religious belief of Mongol. Describe the religious belief of Mongol. You know that the religious belief is a Mongol. That's an important question for the exam view here. A religious belief of Mongols. Mongols had a deep faith in religions. Mongol had a deep faith in religions. They worship their main is deities, Genghis in the son of God and believe him to be omnipotent. That's important. He's a worship here, a son of God. The order to place there is a deity, there is a used to be perform animal sacrifices. You know that important. In order to place or there is a deity, there used to be perform animal sacrifices here. The Mongolian people of Mongol used to be so special respect for the holy religious man is called to their summons. That's important. There is a Mongolian people show the special respect here for the holy man, religious man. That's important is called summon. That's important. Genghis Khan believed that his dynasty has organized his royalty for Mongols. That's important. Genghis Khan believed that here. Therefore, it is a religious obligation for the Mongol to wearing more and more religions under their direct security here. So sovereignty is important and Mongol were secure in their nature and follow their policy of religious tolerance here. And they allowed the people to respect their religions with the fully liberties. And the requirement as under the Mongol were made only on a merit basis and the religious has no role to play in it. The next question arrive here is important. What do you know about the Ogodai? You know that. What do you know about the Ogodais here? Ogodai was declared as the new Mongol Khan by the Quraysh in 1229. That's important. Ogodai was declared as the new Mongol Khan by Quraysh in 1229. He ruled from to the 1229 to 1241. After becoming the new Mongol Khan, the paid of attention to the Mongol Empire. I clear you, Genghis Khan as a son of third. Ogodai here, Genghis Khan as a son third is important. After becoming the new Mongol Khan, the paid attention to about the Mughal Empire. After becoming the new Mongol Khan, paid attention only for the Mughal Empire. At the time of accession, the power to the position of Mongol in the northern China was not much stable. The position of Mongol in there is in northern China was not much stable here. In order to establish his control over northern China, he entered into the alliance with the Song ruler of southern China. Thus important established his control over northern China. An alliance with the Song ruler of southern China. In 1234, he occupied the region of northern China. He occupied is 1234 here. In 1231, he had also inflicted a crushing to the effect to be rulers of Iran, Jalauddin, who had escaped the Indian during the time of Genghis Khan. Iran has Jalauddin, who is escaped to India during the Genghis Khan. Ogodai not only helped the Mongol Empire to expand, rather than he also played an important role in the consolidating it with the objective of the strengthening of economical condition. He also regarded taxes and encouraged to trade. Note that this important facility provides here Ogodai on this period time. He established a chain of court in an empire to give a justice to all his citizens. That's important here. He established a chain of court in an empire to give a justice to all his citizens. To encourage to education is also open school. He was encouraged of education. He was open to the schools. He also did a number of civil reform and further expanded the yam system. You know that yam system stimulate on the Ogodai. That's important. Next question arrive here. Write a short note on Jochid, that century. That's important. Jochid, that century is a short note. First of all, your mind strikes here. Who is the Jochids, then centuries here? Jochids, that century is a new name on this topic. I understand you. Jochid, that century was also one of the prominent that century of the Mongols. Know that you understand. Jochid, that century was also one of the prominent that centuries of the Mongol. Jochid, their eldest son of the Genghis Khan. That's important. Jochid, their eldest son of Genghis Khan, was the founder of the centuries. You know that. This is a Mongol. This is convert to the Jochid. Why? Because the third sons of empire given to the Genghis Khan, but not given to the eldest son. Jochid, the eldest son of Genghis Khan, was a founder of the century, and Genghis Khan had to transfer it to the regions of Russian steppe or Jochid in the 1224. The regions of Russian steppe granted to his also known as the Southern Asia of Golden Horde. Jochid died in 1227 and was succeeded by the Batu. Batu proved to be on their able ruler and conquered entire Russia, Hungary and Poland and Austria during the campaigns from 1236 to 1242. He took a several steps for expand golden hoarder to be large extents here. He also took the numerous steps for the strengthness his economics and also his modernized his force. After his death in 1256, his successor continued to rule up to the 1359 CCE here. The next question is arrive here. This is important. Which favorable condition encouraged Genghis Khan to be launched on the expedition against the Muhammad Shah Khwarazm? There is a Muhammad Shah Khwarazm. That's important. Flowing favorable condition encouraged Genghis Khan to be launched expedition against the Shah of Khwarazm. You know that Shah had established a vast empire, but nothing had been done to be consolidated it. Shah also refused to recognize the Khalifa of Baghdad. Shah also refused to be recognized the Khalifa of Baghdad. And this mistake resulting in the hostility of Muslim community against him. That's important here. By annexations of number of religions to his vast empire, and Shah antagonized as a large number of people. Shah antagonized to be large number of people. The mutual relation between the Turkish and Iranians officers were not to be cordial. They never missed a chance to let down each other. He had also imposed many taxes on the farmer and general public, but did care of little about there is a grievance, and so the people want to get rid of such a tyrannical regime. There was also fear of loot and plunder, so there was a stressness among the traders as well as the common people. And there was a lack of discipline in his army. You know that that's important. There is a lack of discipline in his army for Shah Khwarazm. And continually interjects of his mother further eroded his position, and she want him to be overthrown. That's important here. Next question arrive here is important. Discuss the causes of the success of Genghis Khan. You know that there's an important question here. Discuss the causes of the success of Genghis Khan here. The prior to his death, Genghis Khan had established a vast empire within a short span of 20 years. There's an important short year here, 20 years, the establishment of the empire. And some of the main causes of the success are listed below. You know that the main reasons here is important. He was a commander and directives are for net to be get a success. Wherever he's won, he become a real terror of his component. You know that he become a real terror of his opponent. He also established a large disciplined army. It is important. He established a large disciplined his army. It was not easy to face such a Huck's army. Not an easy face such as Hug's army here. His spies used to collect every bite of information about the opponent's army and give it to him. You know that there's an important success in spies here. Spies used to collect every bite of information. It's important. He knew they're important. Now they're important is a psychologically warfare and used to be unless to design terror. In this effort, people could not be face his army. People's fear here. It's not a face his army. He used to make a people dread his forces, and so that people could surround without hanging a war against him. The Mongol soldier will expect his horse riding, and also this is important. Genghis Khan usually launched his expedition during to the winter season because during his season river used to the freeze and make it easier to cross them. That's an important point here. The Genghis Khan usually launched their expedition during the winter season because you understand the river used to the freeze and make it easier cross them. And this use the naphtha is a bombardment is a destroyer enemy, and the force and the had to be deadly is result in the course of the war. Next question arrive here. Why did the Genghis Khan become unpopular? Explain. It's the most important question here. Why did the Genghis Khan become unpopular? That's important. No doubt, Genghis Khan had established a vast empire. Only 20 years. This is important. There's no doubt Genghis Khan had established a vast empire for 20 years. He that newly vanquished people had no inclinations toward their new ruler, and several cases were responsible for this. The main cases were the Mongol during the course of their expedition destroyed a several beautiful city and the town. There is destroyer Mongols here several beautiful cities and town, and most of these cities is lost their glory after his the attack. And their invasion also badly affect their agriculture. Invasion also badly affect their agriculture because when the Hug's force pass away their destroyer standing crop. There is a Hug force pass away the destroyer the standing crops. During the war, here at the time, invention, trade, and commerce was badly affected on this period time. A large number of people lost their lives due to their invention, and many become handicapped and helpless. A number of people were a slave. That's important point here. The number of people were a slave. As a result of the invention, the timely repair to be underground rivers in the grand region was not carried out. And all his invention resulted in a repaired justification of newly conquered area, and people from all walk of life had to face a hardship. This is a condition that is not Genghis Khan is unpopular in people. The next question arrive here. This is all is important. Discuss the rules and regulation of the Yasa as involved by the Genghis Khan. You know that is important. The rule and regulation of the Yasa involved by the Genghis Khan. The rule and regulation of the Yasa is important. People should be believe in one God. People should be believe in one God only, because He give us a life and death, riches and poverty. That's important here. There is Genghis Khan as the rule is established here. The belief is one of the God. There is a life and death, riches and poverty is given us. All the religions are equal. They must be respected. All religions are equal. They must be respected. The priest should be expended from all kind of taxes and transcending all the religious barrier here. And any person who is a proclaim is himself to be a Khan without their recognition of quetai should be awarded to the death penalty. You know that is the most important rule and regulation involved by the Genghis Khan here. The next year, do not be induced into the adulteress, as the people doing so will be given death penalty here. And do not tell a lies. That's an important rule here. Do not tell a lie. Aware respect to the aged and the poor, and not be devised to anyone here. It was a mandatory for all the able-bodied person to serve in the army. And the next, on the opening of the hostilities as a soldier, as a leave were asked to be resume their duties immediately here. And patients involved their spines and given to the false information evidence witness should be punished with a death penalty. That's a very hard rule and regulation is established by the Genghis Khan here. The next year is no one is the empire can be in plow of the Mongol as their slave or servant. If a soldier engages into the loot and the plunder without the previous permissions of the commander, he should be awarded with that penalty here. All the Mongol princes should be preserve this yasa and at the time of the need, and they should be take help for it. And the armies are forced to be organized into the unit numbering 10 to 100,000 and 10,000. That's an important rule regulation here. And this make it easier for the army commander to control over to military. Yasa play a remarkable role in the infiltrating their Mongols and keep their tribals identity intact. And without any hesitations, we can say that Yasha play a remarkable role in the making of global Mongols empire. That's an important point here. The rule and regulation made by the Genghis Khan for the empire is most important here. Discuss the role of civil administration and Mongol administration here. No, that's an important role of civil administration in Mongol. That's an important question here. You know that this is important. First, Genghis Khan belonged to be nomadic society. Genghis Khan belonged to be nomadic society here. On the basis of capacity, he is established a vast empire. On the basis of capacity, he is established as a vast empire. His empire included the people from the various walks of the society, and they were a civilized people here. This is important here. Civil empire included to the people for the various walks of society, and they were a civilized people here. The rule such advanced society was not an easy task. To rule such as advanced society was not an easy task here. Hence, this is a point when the people belong to civilized society to took up after the civil administrations here. The officers were concerned with the civil administration and were to the appointed on the basis of the merit. That's important here. Civil administrations here, there is appointment on the basis of the merit. No credit was given to the tribals as a religious affinities will the appointing them to the civil administration here. The civil administration is a play on the outstanding role in strengthening in the consolidating and foundation of Mongol Empire. And they even influence there is a Mongol ruler that transform their policy is pertaining their administrations here. And he also made a Genghis Khan aware about the importance of young system as a flowing in China. That's an important point here. There is a young system is flow by the China that Genghis Khan established here. This topic was till this. We will be do their next topic in the next part. If you like it, then please like, share, subscribe and share the video as much as possible. Do not think, subscribe and save in your mobile.